tuning in tonight to the Film Room. We are live down here at Southtown 101 in the Pub Sports Radio studios. I am your host, Texas Drew, representing that 210 Cinnamon Sports Productions, as well as the hostess with the co-hostess with the mostest, the Mrs. Amanda Rogan.
What up, what up?
Yes. So we are here at the Film Room. Last week, I think we had a pretty good episode of the Film Room. It was great. It was wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and keep on doing that trend. So, started off, Oscars was this past weekend at its record low ever. I think it was like 1 point something million viewers, and it was pretty record low for the Oscars. We know that Brad Pitt won for Best Supporting Actor. We know that Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for Joker. We know that Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok, won for Best Original Screenplay, which was awesome. So he rewrote Jojo Rabbit. If you guys haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, you guys got to go see that movie because it's pretty good and funny. But really, what really got me upset, though, was the memorial that they always have, the tributes of the people who passed away and everything like that. And I was kind of upset that they left off 3 people who are actors. Okay. They are actors. Now, of course, Academy has to do with movies and stuff like that, but yet these people were in films.
Yes.
So they still should get the credit of being recognized of what they accomplished or what they've done. So,
and I mean, not only as actors, Cameron Boyce, this kid wanted to change the world.
Yeah.
Great, amazing actor, great kid.
Love them in Grown Ups.
Oh yeah. And I love Descendants. Just fun fact about me, I am a Descendants freak.
Yes.
I know all the songs.
I can admit to that.
Me and my girls sing it all the time in the car. I love it. We love it.
Chilling like a villain.
We love it.
Chilling.
Love Cameron. How do you not love Cameron? Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
it's
Luke
Perry.
Luke Perry.
I loved Luke Perry in Riverdale. Again, I love Riverdale.
That was just shocking in general, man. Like that came out of nowhere when he passed away. And then of course Cameron and then Sid Haig and oh man, I mean, come on, who does not like him in House of a Thousand Corpses?
That's so
who does
sad.
not like him in Devil's Rejects? Basically, all the zombie Rob Zombie movies that Rob Zombie made, he was in. And I mean,
you're not even.
You just can't give them. You can't. How can you not give them recognition of what they accomplished? Kobe was an athlete, even though he won an Oscar the year before for Best Animated Short.
And that was a recent death. You know what I mean? This one they had time to plan it out. Not that that's a good thing or anything like that.
But they still should have been a part of the memorial. I mean, they even put in Kirk Douglas, and Kirk Douglas died literally a couple of days before the Oscars.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you have to leave out these 3 people, especially Boyce. I mean, because he was in major films. He was in Grown Ups, guys. So I mean, I don't understand why do you have to leave them off? You know, they deserve their credit of what they have accomplished within the industry. Yeah. Luke Perry has been in the industry since the 90s. Sid has been in the industry since the late 80s. And then, of course, he didn't really make it big until he was in the Rob Zombie movies and became what was the character name? The Clown.
Oh yeah, that he was so scary. I loved him, and I love Rob Zombie movies. Rob Zombie, in case you're listening, I love you. Just so you know.
Yeah, he's the best. One of the best remakes ever of doing the Halloween franchise.
Michael Myers,
like ever.
His is hands down.
All these remakes you see nowadays suck. But when you saw those Halloweens that Rob Zombie made, and you got to remember, Rob Zombie is a horror master or phenomenon fanatic.
He's up there. I would put, this may be going a little far, but I would do it. I would put him up there with Alfred Hitchcock. I'm sorry, I would just do it.
Yeah, I'll put him up there too with Wes Craven there.
I think that he is a genius. He's a genius, literally a genius. I love him, love his films. He's great.
Yeah, he's good. It's just, I wish they would have just gave them credit. I mean, okay,
it's
Luke
sad.
Perry is known for his 90210 and all that, but yet he still came out in films. He wasn't the starring role or, the second star, but he was still in major films.
Yeah. And
So
he's a good actor.
oh yeah,
He's
he
a
is.
good actor.
He's good.
You know what I mean? You got to give him
I mean,
credit
if you
where
really
it's
think
due.
about it, like he was on hiatus for a while,
Mhm.
and he didn't come back until Riverdale,
Yeah, and he
and-
did so good.
and he was good. He was
Yeah,
good.
did so good.
She got me into that show,
I
so it is a
loved
good
it.
show.
Yeah. Watch Riverdale.
Yes, watch Riverdale if you haven't seen it. It's on the CW. Check it out.
And fun fact, I did not know because I didn't read comics
Oh yeah.
that Sabrina on Netflix, which I want to know, I really want to know what's going on with that. Are they gonna merge somehow?
I don't.
We saw.
I
don't
mean,
know
you
if
saw-
guys follow Sabrina,
Or if y'all seen the show, if y'all ever seen the series of Sabrina, and it's a good series.
It is.
It's great. Of course, with all the freaking
There's
satanic and devil worship and all that
but
stuff.
Come on, you don't.
But
have
you
to,
don't have to
Nobody's telling you to believe.
We're not-
in it.
yeah,
No, we're not telling you.
start
we
doing
believe in
it, or
Yeah.
Lay May Magic or
Yeah,
whatever.
It's a good.
It's a good
It's
it's
a
a good
well written.
it's a good series
Yeah.
on a good twist of a comic book strip.
Yes, and
Be-
not just that. It's so different from
What we're used to.
know. Yeah, what we know as
Yeah.
Sabrina. What
Yeah.
our generation knows. It's a different, totally different. So I wanna-
Totally different
I
brand.
want to know if Riverdale and Sabrina are going to cross paths. We already saw them cross paths because there was a Southside Serpent.
And they mentioned the Riverdale.
They mentioned Riverdale. So
Oh.
is it coming? How is that going to work out?
So for-
CW Netflix.
For those folks who don't know the whole comic book side of Archie, the Archie comics, Sabrina was in the Archie comics. So this is how you got Riverdale. Riverdale's from Archie comics, and of course, Archie comics were the old school 50 comics of you saw in the newspaper, or you literally bought the Archie comic itself down at the comic book store or wherever. And it's totally different from the actual comic book itself. Sabrina is totally different, and so is Riverdale.
So which is more like Sabrina? I guess we'll go with Sabrina. Which one's more like the comic strip? Is it the What We Know?
Well, it's
Sabrina
just
or the
the
new
only
Sabrina?
thing different. The only thing that's from the comic is just the names.
Oh, that's it.
Just the
Everything's
names.
Very different.
I mean, of course, Riverdale and the city and all where they live.
Yeah.
But everything else, it's totally different. I mean, the Archie comic was literally just like a boy girl love type of comic, or their high schoolers have fun, go out, have friends, play, whatever. That's what pretty much was the old Archie comic. What you see in Riverdale is totally different. Like Archie,
And it's so weird. Riverdale, if you really watch it and you really pay attention,
Mhm.
they have cell phones. They're talking about Twitter.
But yeah, they
talking
talk
about
like they're in the
Instagram,
50s.
and they dress like they're in the 50s.
Mhm.
Their cars, everything. Riverdale confuses me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm extremely confused. If somebody out there would like to explain it to me, go ahead. I'm confused. I want to know why they have cell phones and they're dressed like they're like in the 50s.
No,
I want to know.
just the twist makes you think, that's what the
Yes.
showrunners want. I mean, like for instance, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, when we first started watching the series, I literally thought it was going to be like
Me too.
freaking how Melissa Joan Hart
Yeah.
was.
Mhm, me too.
So I was like, yeah, like I'm down to see it. And then
Yeah.
you literally saw what was going down in that show.
I was in shock.
I was
what
like,
happened.
holy shit, this is nothing like the 90s version. It's new,
Mhm.
it's different, it's loud, it's fun,
Mhm,
it's exciting, it's sad, it has its plot twist.
mhm.
And so far, I mean, it's considered like on its third season, I guess you can say.
Yeah, third season.
And the way this third season ended
Oh my god.
was epic.
We don't even know what
Like,
we're
was
not
epic.
sure. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, there are spoiler alerts.
So go see it.
Where we think that there are now three
Sabrina's
Sabrinas, 3 dimensions, 3
3 times.
open
You can say-
universes,
no,
portals, realms. I don't know.
I would say like timelines and tangents, because
yeah.
one Sabrina is literally in stone case
Yes.
in hell.
Yes.
Another Sabrina is the queen of hell.
Yes.
And another Sabrina is just your regular teenager, wants to hang out, chill with the family, be a teenager.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's where we think
That's where we're at.
where there's
That's where we're at in
3
life.
Sabrinas, and the only one that knows about it is Ambrose, because that's because Ambrose is a badass motherfucker. He's badass.
Ambrose is badass.
He rocks. I freaking love him, and I want to thank this person to the right. I mean, to my left. There's nobody on my right. I want to thank this person to my left who got me into this show because it really is a legit show, and it is a really good show, and it's well written and it's well directed. Even the actors are awesome in it. But I think
this last one though, she upset me. Sabrina upset me.
Well, because you were like, "Oh my god, hurry up! You're just dragging. There it is. Just
she
did
needed
it."
to go.
She's so humble.
She needed to do something, and this bitch is over here picking out what kind of coat she's gonna wear. I'm like, get your shit together.
Although I love it. I love it when she kind of turns on her little angry charm.
Yes, I like when she gets snippy and she gets angry and like. The queen of hell comes out. I love it. I love when she told off Nick.
Morning Star.
Yes. I love when she told off Nick. I'm like, okay, Nick. Yes, you saved the world. Thank you for saving the world. I appreciate it. But Sabrina told you not to.
Yeah.
She told you not to. She told you not to do it. And you still did it anyways because you loved her. And now you're mad at her and you hate her. And then this girl went and she did all these crazy things to get you back. And now she's like, look, bitch, listen up, ho. This is what I did, and this is what you did. And so I'm like, I love her when she gets upset.
Yeah, I do. She's the
queen of hell.
She has that.
Morningstar.
It's just that the face that she makes, like when she literally punched what's his name?
Oh my god,
Caliban.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
She literally punched Caliban in
twice.
Twice. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then all the demons were like
yeah, Sabrina. Yes. Okay, so let's lay this out there. Out of this season that we've watched, what was your best part? Out of all the episodes, if you can narrow it down to one, what would it be?
Oh my god, can I do two?
Let's go to the judges table. And they say that's okay.
Okay. So first one is when Sabrina punches
Caliban.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I liked it. Okay. Wait. No. Change. I like when Sabrina tells off Nick. That one's my favorite. Then the second one is your favorite, Hilda.
Oh. Hildy. I just love her so much.
She's so
proper, and she just loves her family.
She loves everybody, and she doesn't want Sabrina to feel unloved, and she doesn't want her sister to feel unloved. And
she's just a good bitch.
She's so kind and gentle. And then here comes Zelda. But I was upset with Hilda. I feel like if she had said something sooner to Hilda,
well, she wanted to go be with Doctor.
She did.
She wanted to be with Dr. B.
I know.
She loved him. They're engaged.
But there was so many times, and Zelda never listens to Hilda.
She never.
Never.
Sometimes I think just Zelda's a pure bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
they're satanic. You know what I mean? They have love, but their love is a weird love.
Well, her sister's just cold-hearted, and then when you see Hilda,
but she's still there for them.
Hildy is.
She's at the end of the day, they're all still there for each other. That's what I'm saying. It's a weird love.
Okay, so going back to what she was saying about my favorite part of the whole show, we all know what happened to. If you saw the show, you know what happened to Hildy. She turned into a giant spider because of one of the old pagan gods or whatever turned her into that, and I love it how she just got her back. I love it how she got her back. She just literally walked into her tent and just said, "What did you call me? A Wicca or a sewer or a knitter
a weaver? A
weaver? I go
weaver. What did you say I was good at?
What did you say? A weaving, a weaver." And so she just busted out a voodoo doll of her and just literally just and you don't see this coming from Hildy at all, because how bubbly she is and how caring she is. She's always cooking for somebody, making moon pies.
And there's a reason she did this. There's a reason she went this far. But
we won't
give away. We won't give away. You gotta watch it.
At
least you watch that part. But there's a very good reason why she did it.
Yes. So that's very good.
She got her revenge. She got her.
That's very good. So if you guys haven't seen Sabrina, go check it out. It's awesome. It's pure madness, insanity, everything, happiness, whatever, all rolled into one.
Yeah.
So it is a really, really good show. You guys need to check that out on Netflix.
Musicals, there's singing sometimes and dancing. There's something for everybody.
There's something for everybody in this show. Yeah. Exactly. So breaking news here. Breaking news. For those people who have Disney Plus, this is coming to you guys. Who remembers? I know I remember, and I know this woman remembers to my left. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Bro, how do you not?
I know, right?
How many of those?
There was three. They made Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, and then Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Oh, that's right.
So that was the 3 franchises.
That's right.
But I'm so happy and I'm so excited that Disney is pretty much revamping a lot of stuff. Disney Plus, I should say, is revamping a lot of stuff. For instance, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is coming back.
So far, we're happy with it.
Yes, so far. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is coming back. Mighty Ducks is coming back. And they're going to do a Turning Hooch series.
But wait, tell them what's really cool about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. This one's even cooler. And I love when they do remakes. When anybody does a remake, I love when they have at least 1 or 2 of the original cast members.
Yes, and I'm glad. And then, this.
Thank you, Mighty Ducks, and thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who calls these meetings or what to get people or the actors into these meetings for Disney Plus. But man, they convinced these actors who've been on hiatus for so long, Just, hey, you know what? Why don't you come on back and we'll help you out, give you a good little salary.
Yeah.
Something that you like to do. So anyways, Rick Moranis is coming back as Dave Zielinski. And for those who don't know who Rick Moranis is, of course, he is Dave Zielinski. He's from Little Shop of Horrors. I love him on Little Shop of Horrors.
He did good.
He was on Ghostbusters. Okay.
Funny guy.
Yes. And
funny guy.
And he was out for almost, I want to say maybe more than a decade of acting.
Wow.
That's how long he's been out of the game. Like he literally retired, sit back, wanted to work on his family, because he was pretty much set from the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
He was pretty much set.
I'm sure he's still making money.
Oh yeah, everybody's getting royalties all over the place. Yeah, you still get, it's like Johnny Drama. Anything. Residuals, baby.
Socks, shirts, anything.
Anything.
Can you imagine? Like just one movie, one good movie.
One good movie.
It's all you need in your set for life. That's it. Avengers, none of them ever have to make another movie if they don't want to. That's all for fun. That's all for fun. They don't have to. Legit. Well,
that's the funniest thing. Disney is pretty much the empire. Yeah. As in like Star Wars empire. Yeah. Oh wait, speaking of Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars.
This is so exciting.
This is gonna be for all San Antonians out there who are Star Wars nerds like myself and this beautiful young lady to my left.
Yes, I'm a Jedi.
We are gonna have our very first Star Wars Fest here in San Antonio.
It's more of like a pub run. It looks like.
Well, I mean, if it's called a fest, it's a fest.
It's more of a. I don't know. I feel like
it's like a pub crawl.
There you go, pub crawl.
It's a pub crawl, but when you say fest, it's a fest. So there's probably gonna be music. There's gonna be something. There's gonna be free lightsabers, from what it says in the article.
Oh my God!
Yes, free lightsabers.
I need my lightsaber.
It's coming this summer. I believe it's on May the 2nd.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and it's from 3 to 9, so you can take the kiddies out during the day and have a blast, have fun. Want to play Star Wars, play with lightsabers. I'm really excited about this.
That'd be fun.
This is cool. And all the Comic-Cons that we've been having here in San Antonio as well are also booming. Like we're getting big actors or big names to come to San Antonio just for Comic-Con. And this is going to be even more epic than that, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of nerds like myself who are tuned into Star Wars, especially what happened in Rise of Skywalker, they're gonna come out in full force and everybody's gonna be dressed up. We're gonna see a lot of Jedis, we're gonna see a lot of stormtroopers. So pick your side and what side you're gonna be on, because I really think this fest or pub crawl, wherever you want to call it, is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And I have a feeling maybe they might get a couple of celebrities or two. Who knows?
Oh, I'm sure.
You never know.
I'm sure somebody's gonna be excited to come down.
And you know what's so cool is that a lot of actors A lot of big name actors
Mhm.
know about our small town.
Oh, I mean, we're not that small. We're
Well,
we're
it's
a
more.
large city. We just have a small town feel.
It's small town. What's that saying?
It's
Big city, small town
yeah,
feeling.
big city, small town feel. Yeah.
I mean,
Ryan Gosling, fun fact, and
Adam
even
Sandler.
not just him, Ryan Reynolds,
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Gosling, all of them come down here for Fiesta.
Yeah.
They all come down,
for Fiesta.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling has driven, I don't know, he's come a few times down here. He'll put on
Well,
Twitter,
Gosling's a Texas boy.
Yeah, he's like,
he's a Texas boy.
I'm going to Fiesta.
So he knows what's up.
I mean, we know how to party. They want to come down here. I do. Side note: don't drink and drive.
No.
Let's Uber.
Let's
Lyft.
Uber it up, taxi, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, y'all.
It's 2020, y'all. It is 2020. You do not need to be
Mhm.
drinking and driving. There's too many things out there, or
people in your life that need you.
that you do not need to get those keys.
No.
It is not that serious.
Get a designated driver, or call yourself a Lyft,
Yeah, and
Uber, whatever.
If you can't afford Lyft, then obviously you shouldn't be going out drinking. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just being real about it. You like it or you don't. I don't know what to tell you. It's true.
So another thing about this Star Wars Fest is that the first 100 people get in free. The first 100 people get in free, and I do believe as well they also get like a little VIP.
Get in where free? Like get drinks free?
No, they get free admission.
Oh,
the first 100 people get free admission, and and then they get a little VIP treatment.
That's really cool.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be lining up.
I want to see all the cool cosplayers. I bet you there's gonna be so many cool cosplay costumes.
Yeah.
I bet you.
And everybody's gonna be lighting up the night with them sabers.
That's gonna be awesome. Good job, San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Good job.
Great job on that.
So wait, going back to Disney, I'm kind of upset
about
Lizzie McGuire.
Why? Because they pulled the plug?
Yes. That kills me.
Well, okay.
Everybody was so excited.
I don't think it's pulled. I don't think it's pulled.
I think that they're holding off because what I had read was that one of the major like producers had pulled out. She's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And everybody was so excited. I mean, Gordy was coming back.
Everybody was coming back. It was all the original cast. That's what this whole Disney Plus is.
I know, but now we're not doing it, and I don't get to see Lizzie, and I'm really upset about it. Lizzie McGuire was the shit when I was growing up. I loved Lizzie. I loved coming home and watching her on the Disney Channel, and her little friend on the side
of herself.
Yeah, her little conscience. She would always talk to herself, and like she had her big old shoes. Like she was cool. I liked Lizzie.
I think I don't think it's pulled yet, but I mean they're gonna come back because they were putting a lot of stuff into Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Especially having actually Lizzie herself coming back.
Yeah.
To kind of put that role back into perspective, but I don't think it's pulled. I don't think it's off the board. Yeah, she was very excited.
She wanted to play Lizzie as a 30-year-old woman.
Yeah,
she was excited.
But I don't think it's pulled. I just think they got to find that right producer or that right person. And come on, guys, it's Disney. They have the freaking money.
Yeah,
they got the money to do it. Maybe they're what I love about Disney or what I love about Marvel, Star Wars, whatever you want to call it, all under one umbrella, the Empire. Is that they take their time.
Oh yeah.
And they do it right.
Yeah.
It's not like Warner Brothers who just throw out shit trying to I'm sorry, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm
okay. They just throw it out and rush it to compete what the other company is doing. And Warner Brothers, yeah, they had 3 hits. They had Shazam. They had.
We missed Shazam last time.
Shazam was good.
I'll give you credit.
Shazam was excellent. It was good. Shazam, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman.
Oh,
that's it. And of course, when you see what happens with Suicide Squad, I think Suicide Squad, when it comes out, is gonna be badass because it's fucking James Gunn, and he knows his shit. Yeah. He's a comic book nerd like me, and
it's not the actors. That's what's so sad too.
No, they get great actors.
Yeah, it's not the actors.
It's just who writes the script.
It's the writers.
And who's producing it and who's doing this. Because if you guys don't know the ins and outs when it comes to movies, yeah, the actors have some saying to it, and the director does. But it's also who's rolling out, who's writing the checks. who's the producer, who's executive producer, who is the producer on site, who is the producer for the next shot or for the next scene.
If you want to know more, watch Entourage. Just saying.
Oh shit. That show is awesome, and so was the movie. But I think that would be for another time to discuss about that, because I can go all day about Entourage. Victory!
Basically, there's just a lot that goes into putting a movie.
It does. It does.
It's not. It's like working at a shitty job when there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Exactly. So, like, for instance, with sticking with Warner Brothers, they're bringing out a Matrix 4. For those people who don't know, Keanu's coming back. So is Carrie Marie. They're all coming back. Pretty much original cast is coming back. So I'm excited to see about that and see where that goes, because the way the Matrix ended is timeless. He's a vampire. He doesn't age. Oh, he does not. Speaking of Keanu, Bill and Ted 3. Oh, holy shit! I totally forgot about that.
I mean, that's so cool, but I thought we were going to talk about how funny he was.
Oh, yeah, and Toy Story 4.
So we just saw Toy Story 4. So funny. I know we're
Thanks, Disney Plus.
Yeah, thank you, Disney Plus. We just saw Toy Story 4. We didn't get to sit down and watch the whole, so we watched the end of it, and then we watched the beginning of it.
Our daughter was hooked.
What is his name?
Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom.
Ha, ho,
He's so funny. Yeah. I cried. I laughed. I literally cried. I did. I cried. Another one. I cried. I'm a crier. I don't know what to tell you. If it makes me cry.
No, okay.
I sobbed. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen
Toy Story 4.
When he leaves, I'm going to tell you that. He's gone. He left us. He left Buzz. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
But
again.
He's with Bo Peep. He's with his woman, his lover.
He's not, and she got so cold. That little bitch, Bo Peep.
She was 7 years by herself as a lost toy. So
that little hoe. I didn't like Bo Peep in this.
It was. I also like when they brought out Polly Pocket.
Oh,
Polly Pocket was cool.
She was the shit too. She was like, "Oh, is that the guy you were telling me about?" I was like, "Ooh, them bitches be talking."
And then, what's the other one?
But he was so funny. What was it? So my favorite part with Duke Kaboom.
Oh yeah.
He crashes. His whole thing is he crashes. He can't land shit, right?
He's a daredevil, yeah.
And they're toys. They're fucking toys. And they're telling
Valjean. It's not supposed to be like the commercial, Valjean.
They're telling him to make this little tiny 4-foot jump, and he's all scared, so he makes a jump. He
crashes a 4-foot jump.
He does it. So then we skip a couple of scenes, and they're
on the Ferris wheel, trying to jump to another part of the carnival,
like 40 feet.
And he just says, "What? That was 4 feet. This is 40. How can I make that?"
And they're like, "You can do it. You can do it."
They just give him the motivation. He's like, "Oh yeah, Duke Kaboom on the road. Yeah. Oh yeah."
And he lands it.
And the funniest, me and Amanda were like,
"Yeah, it's this big. It makes no sense."
Oh man,
I love Toy Story, and
that.
And again, if you didn't hear me cry, Woody fucking leaves. Did you hear that? Woody and Buzz are no longer.
Well, technically,
homies.
It was Buzz's idea.
It was Buzz's idea. He told him to go.
It's almost like how Cap got Peggy.
With. Yeah, Woody wasn't getting played with no more.
That's what I see it as. How Captain America literally went back to go get his life with Peggy when he did it in Endgame, and Woody is doing it right now with Bo Peep.
Yeah, we're watching Marvel twice.
Pretty much, I think. This is another saga that was literally more than 20 years in the making, because the original Toy Story came out in 1995, and I was only 10 years old.
I wonder if they're gonna do another one. Is this it?
Are
you done, Disney? Or are you gonna do a saga of Woody and
the only thing I can think of if they try to continue this type of storyline is basically somehow or another Bonnie just doesn't want to be who she is, and she grows up and they all become lost toys and do their own little.
Andy could have kids and come back for them.
That'd be a cool one.
Andy could come back and Woody's not there. Oh my God!
But Woody doesn't have his voice box anymore.
Disney. I will take royalties for that. Just so you know, Andy has kids. Okay, I'm calling this. I'm calling this shit. All right, Andy has kids. He comes back looking for his best fucking toy, Woody and Buzz, to give to his kids, and Woody's dun 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 gone. So now we're on the race.
Race against time.
Yeah, and Buzz is gonna go and get Woody back.
And
That's
Andy's
gonna
have to find out he doesn't have his voice box anymore.
Holy,
No more pull string.
Holy Toledo!
Spoiler alert.
You see, I should work for Disney. I think I should do it.
Go.
I should
Apply.
do it. Yeah. I'll tell them the idea. I'll be like, hey,
They'll probably take it in, take it as their own.
who thinks that that's a good storyline?
I think it's a good storyline. That's a great storyline.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's good.
I'm just saying.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next little subject here. For those Bat fans out there, as in Batman, in my eyes, there's still only one Batman ever, and that's Michael Keaton.
Mhm.
He's the best Batman. And then after that would be either Christian Bale or Val Kilmer.
Oh, Christian Bale's a good Batman.
But I know this woman's opinion on who's playing the new Batman, and I would like to hear it again. And so would the viewers. So go ahead and bust it out, girl. What do you think of Robert Pattinson playing Batman?
Oh my god. It's just as bad as Kristen Stewart. It's just as bad. Why?
Edward.
Why? Why would you? Who? I want to know who the idiot is in the audition room. Who are you?
Well,
What
the
are you
funniest thing is that he
doing?
didn't have to audition because he was at the top of the list.
Oh my god! So you didn't even audition him?
Nope.
Did you see Twilight? Did anybody see Twilight that like makes movies? Did anybody see that movie? I just want to know.
You mean the saga?
Yeah, I just want to know, like, if you saw the acting in there. I mean, it was pretty bad. Like, it wasn't good. I don't know what to tell you. I'm brutally honest.
Yeah. So there's a little
I don't like it.
revealed official Kest cam.
Wait, there's no chin. He doesn't have a chin. How are you gonna have Batman with no chin?
Yeah. So
It looks like
this picture that they have on.
Oh my Lanta. We're gonna turn it around. We're gonna show you.
Cover
Hopefully
you guys can see this.
Hopefully you can see that.
Right there is basically the test footage.
Make sure it's not a nude.
Of Batman.
Just make sure. I'm just kidding. He looks.
Shit. It is the red light district because it is red. So
where's the chin? Look at that.
Look,
He looks like a. Look, the mask doesn't even fit on his nose.
Well, it's test.
And he's like the size of my pinky. He's so skinny. I mean, if you're gonna have a Batman, have a.
And see, the thing is that how is this gonna fit into the DC universe?
I don't even know what DC
because
is doing anymore.
Ben
They're so
Affleck
fucked.
was supposed to be an old Batman, and now he's not Batman anymore.
No.
And now this whole DC extended universe, as they call it, is.
Oh my God.
So this is this supposed to be tied into the DC universe, or is this a whole separate Batman?
DC, what the fuck are you doing? Get your shit together.
From what Ben Affleck is and Zack Snyder did on Justice League and Batman versus Superman.
You're ridiculous.
This extended universe, okay, like the Joker movie, it's not part of the DC extended universe, the one that Todd Phillips did and the one that Joaquin Phoenix did.
I didn't like that one. I didn't like Joker. The end was good when I saw all the killing. I didn't want to feel bad for Joker. I like Joker being the evil villain that he is.
But he won the Oscar for it, just like Heath Ledger did. I'm sorry.
I was boring.
I still think Heath is. You guys can debate this, and you can tell me something. It's Heath
hands
first,
down.
Jack 2nd,
Mhm.
and Joaquin 3rd. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. That is my list of Jokers.
I just didn't
And
want to
then,
feel
of
bad.
course, Ramon, who was the original Joker who played him on the Batman show in the 60s, would be number 4.
I didn't want to feel bad for Joker. I like that he's an evil villain. I like the evil villains.
Mhm.
I do. I like him as an evil villain. I like Bane.
But it's his origin story.
I
It
like the
just
evil
tells
villains.
him who it is, and just
I
how.
didn't wanna
I mean,
feel
I'm
bad.
I'm surprised
I just
how
didn't want to feel bad for him. And I felt bad.
it was made and how Todd, because of course, for the people who don't know who Todd Phillip is, he's pretty much the director of The Hangovers. That's who Todd Phillip is. He did Hangover. He did Project X.
Oh wow.
Yes,
And we're gonna go all the way to left field. That's cool.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
that just goes to show you.
and he was also nominated as
talented
well
director
for
he is.
Best Director.
He's
and
talented.
at the Oscars.
That's
So
talented. Project X is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's
That's
fucking
fucking
hilarious.
hilarious.
Love Project X.
s-
Parties to the break of dawn, yo.
so I'm just want to know where this Batman lies. You guys tell me your thoughts on the comments
I
on
don't even think
the
they know what
Facebook
they're
page.
doing.
You know, it's just we just have to wait until it comes out. We just have to wait until it comes out and see where
I'm
it
not
goes.
spending money on it.
We
so you're gonna
know
wait for a while.
we know that Colin Farrell's playing the Penguin. I know that
What?
yeah, Colin Farrell is the Penguin. Colin
Why?
Farrell is the Penguin.
They have those roles reversed. They should switch Colin Farrell with
To be Batman?
yeah, to be Batman. And let's put Edward as the Penguin, although he's not big enough.
Everybody thought that they were gonna bring back Danny DeVito.
That would have been
fucking awesome.
would've
I
been
would have gone to go see it just
badass.
for that.
I would have paid.
Hell yeah.
I like you, Danny DeVito.
Yes.
He was a good penguin.
He was awesome.
He was a good penguin.
He was badass.
And he made me feel bad for him, but he was still mean and he still kept his villain side. I liked that. I did not like the Joaquin made me feel all this bad. And at the very end, then he was going to get all cool on me. No, bitch, it don't work like that.
Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for you?
Oh, I fell asleep and I woke up at the only good part. I thought like, oh, okay, this is going to follow the story of the Manson murders. And then no, they fucked me up.
Wah, wah.
I fell asleep.
I watched
And
the whole thing.
I love that director.
Quentin Tarantino.
I love his films. Death
Quentin
Proof was amazing.
Tarantino.
And you are gonna fuck me like that? You're gonna make me fall asleep, Quentin? Dude, where you been? What's going on?
I mean, if you really think about it, most of his movies just have like a lot of monologuing in it.
I know,
and
but
it
I've never fallen asleep. No.
not to a Quentin Tarantino film.
No, never.
Hmm.
The monologuing is fine, but no, I've never fallen asleep. I can honestly say that this was the first movie I've fallen asleep. I feel like maybe he's losing his touch. He could have gone a totally different direction with this. It was okay. The last part was badass. The dog bit that dude's balls, and the other chick got.
And Brad Pitt was on acid. He still fought them all.
Flamethrower, that bitch got her ass burnt to a crisp.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I like blood and guts. I don't know if you've noticed. I like blood and guts. I like any action films. Titanic makes me laugh. Bitch could have scooted over on the boat. So, you know what kind of person I am. That's all we're just going to say about that.
Yeah. So now, what we're going to go ahead and do here, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a little quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and get to the second half of our show. So you guys tune into the film room. We'll be right back here. So don't go anywhere.
The motherfucking saga continues. Y'all motherfuckers ready for a WA? Get the fuck up!
I told you it was going to be a little quick 2-minute break. We are back. We're gonna go ahead and do the second half of our show here right now. Gonna go ahead and squeeze these little 3 topics into the next 15 minutes that we have left on this show. So let's get right into it. I want to go ahead and talk about this whole Astros cheating scandal or whatever. Okay, sign stealing. For my partner here to the left, I'm gonna give her a little education on baseball.
Yeah, because it's a boring sport. Sorry.
Yeah, she don't like baseball.
I know.
She's a basketball and football gal. Anyway, which I love. This Astros sign stealing. Here we go. Sign stealing.
We stole a sign.
Sign
Well,
stealing.
I didn't steal it. The Astros sign.
Sign stealing has been going on since pretty much baseball has started. Okay, and of course, baseball is America's pastime. It's been around for over almost 200 years or so, around there, give or take.
What is sign stealing? What does this mean?
Okay,
Like-
you know how? Remember, you remember the movie that I showed you, Major League, with Charlie Sheen, who was the baseball player.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know how they were doing this, and
Uh-huh.
that. Okay, those are signs
Oh,
to
okay,
give to
okay.
your batter
Uh-huh.
on maybe what the pitcher could be pitching at you.
Mhm,
Could be a curveball, whatever, fast, whatever.
Yeah.
So this has been going on for forever. But the Astros took it up a notch and brought it to the 21st century and basically used electronic sign stealing, which means recording people, making, trying to get the signs that are coming from the coach or coming from the catcher. Like, for instance, there was a game, now it's been enhanced, that when they were playing against the Dodgers in the World Series, how the Astros won the World Series was because they thought everybody cheated and stealing signs. So a person would be at the batter's box for the Astros, and you would hear somebody in the background whistle. You know how the loud pitch whistles.
mhm,
So you hear a like a quick 2 whistle
mhm,
or a quick 3 whistle,
mhm.
and that would tell you what type of pitch that you're gonna get.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they had a press conference today of wasn't apologetic, now mind you.
Okay, so wait a second. So the Astros went and like took their phones, video recorded.
Well, they took them. It could be phones,
somebody
cameras,
did it. It
whatever.
doesn't matter.
Somebody part of the
Either way-
organization. Yes.
Either way, somebody went from the Astros organization, videotaped like all their games, and then they came back and they watched videos, and then they learned the signs and knew what was. Oh my god, that's cheating, yo! That's cheating. I don't even
But-
play baseball. I'd be mad. I'd be like, bitch, you just cheated. How you gonna steal my signs
But
like
it's
that?
been okay. See, they got caught. The Astros got caught. Everybody does it. Everybody does
So
it.
they didn't really win.
They
They
didn't-
took it away, and then the
No,
other
they
team
still
won.
have the World Series. They're still the World Series champs. They ain't taking nothing away. Baseball. This is what baseball does. Baseball is one of these sports that always has a scandal, no matter what it is.
Mhm,
Steroids,
mhm,
gambling.
mhm.
Didn't
Didn't that guy beat his wife or something on the staircase?
Yeah, the Dodgers. Yeah, abuse.
my
There's
God.
always something going on in baseball. There's always some type of scandal, no matter what it is.
Maybe don't date a Major League Baseball player.
So yeah, so everybody does it. It's just that the Astros got caught doing it,
Oh
and
my
what they
God.
did and how they won their World Series was this. So they had a press conference today. The owner comes out and says this, saying, what we did is, yes, we broke the rules of the game, but we didn't really do anything. Pretty much is what he said. Seriously, that's what he pretty much said in a nutshell. And even the reporters were like, you're contradicting yourself. You know that, right? You cheated, but yet you didn't cheat. It was part of the game. It was
Okay,
part of this.
But
So
I'm confused. I mean, if they're not going to take away the rings,
they're not.
and they're not going to take away the title.
They're not.
So then, what's the point of the whole? What do they want an apology for then?
It's
Oh,
it's
wow.
just they got caught and they broke out, and the Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball itself was like, well, you guys got to do something about it, and pretty much it was just a slap on the wrist. Thank you so much. Start next season. And this happened 2 years ago because they won the World Series 2 years ago.
So the Astros only win if they cheat.
But everybody does it. They just got caught doing it.
Everybody does.
Everybody. If you're a true baseball fan and you know what I'm talking about sign stealing, everybody does it. It's part of the game. It's always been a part of the game since baseball first came out.
Okay, well, if it's part of the game, then it's not cheating.
It's just how they did it electronically.
Well, they were
Recording.
they were the ones smart enough to do it.
But they did it. They won. I'm happy. Hey, I don't care. They won the World Series. It doesn't matter. But still,
It's so funny.
That's what that's what it is. So
it's like it matters, but it doesn't.
yeah,
It's like why? Well, then why? Like if it's part of the sport, then why even have a press conference on it? Kind of ridiculous. Whatever.
But that was just here nor there. That's why I was like, it was just so stupid of just having that press conference. I mean, all you got to do if you really want to apologize, they're apologizing because they got caught. That's what they're apologizing for.
Yes, apologize. You got caught.
That's it. I mean, own up to it. Okay, yeah, I got caught. So what? All right, we won. Anyways, let's move along. Next thing. So
yeah,
that's it. Moving along. Now, Spurs finally got their victory of the rodeo road trip.
See, I told you.
Finally got their first victory. So looking up and up. I just hope when they come back from the All-Star break, they always have that run that they always do after the All-Star break. Like they become one of the best teams in the NBA, going on winning streaks or whatever. So I really hope that does happen.
I think they will.
And I think that Pop is starting to play these young guns a lot more. And what I mean by that, playing them together.
Yeah.
Like Lonnie, Murray, and White on the same floor at the same time. Like when they played against Oklahoma City and Murray was just pretty much balling, and you saw Lonnie always has his ups. He's always jumping out of the gym, and Derek was playing his little defense that he does. It's just those little nicks and tweaks that we need to do and let these young players play. Because they didn't do nothing at the trade deadline, so Pop is all in on what he has now.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is that he needs to, for one,
it's a good group of guys.
He has to let one of them go so he can bring another person up from the G League. He has to let Damari Carroll go. Damari Carroll has not seen any type of game this season at all. So buy him out, let him go to a playoff team to where we have a roster spot open to bring up another young gun that we have in the G League in Johnson. Bring him up and let him play. And let these young guns just run wild and see what we got. If we make it to the playoffs, okay, we make it to the playoffs. If we don't make it to the playoffs, well then, hey, we had a good 22-year run of making it to the playoffs. 22 years. We're spoiled, San Antonio. I always tell you all the time, we're spoiled. And y'all are already crying already because we're not winning. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. Well, it's called rebuilding. It's rebuilding. Yep. Were y'all there when the Spurs weren't winning games back in the early 90s? No. Were y'all? There was nobody in the Alamo Dome. Nobody was there. But yet, once we start winning, everybody starts flocking into the stadium, into the seats or whatever. But once we start losing, what happens?
Y'all petty.
Y'all, we're just spoiled. We are just spoiled. We are spoiled because of Timmy, Tony, and Manu. Yeah. That's it. We had the foundation and the big fundamental. You had TP9, Little Spider-Man, and then of course you had the Latin sensation in Manu Ginobili. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's why everybody wanted to follow us and follow the organization in the Spurs way. And that's what everybody's doing today still. Yeah, granted, the league has changed, more three-pointers, fast, and all that stuff, but people are still doing the Spurs way. So I just hope Spurs bounce back, get into it, come back after this All-Star break, and just turn it on.
I think they will.
And I'm still sticking with my guns that they are going to make it to playoffs and still make it break the record of 22 years in a row of playoffs.
They will.
So
they got this. Pop got this.
I think so too. I really think so too.
They got Becky. Mm-hmm. They got this.
And I just hope that when Pop is ready to go, because I don't think this might be his last season. It could be next year because he is coaching the summer, the Olympics this year for in Tokyo for the U.S.
I think we got a few good years out of Pop still. I think we have.
I think he has maybe one or two left. I think so. I
say 3.
But if
I say 3 or 4.
When he's ready to go, let him go because he did this town justice for 22 years, 5 rings, Hall of Fame coach, second winningest coach of all time in the NBA. Yep. He's gonna pass Red Auerbach. I really do think he's gonna pass Red Auerbach. So
not just that, how many coaches has he given the NBA?
Yeah.
How many guys?
How many are from the tree, from the Pop tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I mean
100%. So whenever he's ready to
just
put up his shoes, and go run for president because I'll vote for you.
Yep.
Do
it, Pop.
So I'm sticking with my guns. The Spurs are still gonna make it to the playoffs, and I just hope they just turn it on after this All-Star break and just get some wins and start going out. Moving things right along, going on to our next topic here on this sports segment side, we are gonna go into the WWE. One of my favorite things to watch still is the WWE. Mm-hmm. I love watching Raw, love watching SmackDown. I have the freaking network myself. I love some of the new characters that they have. I love Braun Strowman. He's awesome. I love Braun. And I like seeing some of the next generation
Mm-hmm.
that are coming into the fold of the WWE. And when I mean the next generation, like Charlotte Flair, who's Ric Flair's daughter, second generation superstar. Like how The Rock was with his dad and his grandfather, the High
Mhm.
Chief Maivia and Rocky Johnson. And of course, he's The Rock. But there's someone else. There's another Johnson out there.
Fourth
generation.
Fourth generation.
Fourth generation. Four generations of
Mhm.
wrestling in the family business
Uh-huh.
of WWE. That's something.
Uh-huh.
That is something. Your grandfather, no, your
Mhm.
great grandfather,
Mhm.
your grandpa,
Mhm.
your dad, and
And then
now
you.
you.
And I mean, we're not even like talking about her cousins or anything like that.
No,
because
like
Roman
like the Roman
Reigns,
Usos,
Uso bro-
Nia
yeah.
Jax. Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're all
they're
related.
all related
They're
into
all
this Samoan
related.
family. And when I'm talking about the Samoan family, is of the Rock's family.
Mhm.
They are huge. They are a big family,
Yeah.
and his daughter, The Rock's daughter, Dwayne Johnson's daughter,
Mm.
Simone Johnson,
Mhm.
is the fourth generation superstar to be in the WWE, and also is the youngest. She's only 18,
Oh,
and the
wow.
WWE signed her
Wow.
already. So she's already going through her performance because
I mean, look where she grew up. I mean, she grew up.
and
in
she
the
looks like her
ring.
dad, dude.
She grew up near
She
the
looks
ring,
like
I'm
her
sure.
dad.
She does look like her dad. She's still pretty. Everybody's
Yes.
being so
If
mean.
you
They're
haven't
like,
seen what Simone looks like, this
she's
is her.
so pretty.
She
She's
looks like
so
her dad,
cute.
and she is pretty.
She
She's a very
does-
pretty girl.
She does look like her dad, yes. But
And she is just ready to take on. And you know, the funniest thing is that there was an interview not too long ago when I think The Rock was promoting, I want to say Hobbs and Shaw, at the time, where he was asked about, you know, wrestling. Would you ever go back to it or whatever? And he said, yeah, maybe someday, you know, as a guest or something like that, or a host or something for WrestleMania like he did before. But he told them that his daughter Simone came up to him and said, I want to do the family business.
wow.
And this is when she was 16.
Wow. Hey,
16
when
or
you know,
17.
you know.
So
When
she's
you know.
I'm excited to see what she can do. And don't get me wrong, she is a pretty tall girl. She is a pretty big girl.
Oh,
I mean,
I
if you see
bet.
her dad, I mean, she's a pretty big girl.
I bet.
I mean, she's like right up to his ear. So yeah, and The Rock's 6'5". So what does that tell you? She's a pretty tall girl and a big girl. And I'm excited to see what her persona is. I'm excited to see what she's gonna call herself. Is she gonna be called something like with the grandpa or her dad? What? I'm just excited to see what she can do. And she's only 18.
That's
And
really
yet
cool.
she got signed to the WWE. Yeah, granted, your dad's The Rock, and what he did for that company during the Attitude Era, which was freaking badass, by the way. And for those who don't remember the Attitude Era, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. But I'm just excited to see what she can do. Fourth generation. That's unheard of.
Mhm.
Fourth generation. There's only two generations. As three is the max, and that was The Rock and his dad and his family.
Mhm.
But fourth generation, and that's not going to stop, because I'm pretty sure when the Usos have kids, they're gonna come into the business too, because just like how the Usos' dad, which was Rikishi, they were twins. They came into the fold in the wrestling, and then they're 5-time tag team champions. So
That's crazy.
it's I'm excited to see what she can do. I'm excited to see what she's gonna bring into the women's division. And I'm excited to see who's going to be her foe, her heel, or whatever.
I wonder if she's gonna take any of her dad's old moves and kind of like put her own.
I'm
twist on
pretty
it.
sure she's going to do
Or
it.
her grandpa's too.
I guarantee you she'll do the rock bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the rock or the people's elbow.
Mhm. She's gonna do something crazy.
She's going to do something. She'll be like, if you smell. I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
That'd be so funny if she does that. That'd be cool. But I just think I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what she's going to do. I'm happy for her. Good job for you,
Mhm.
Simone. Being the youngest superstar ever in the WWE.
Mhm.
She already made history.
Congrats, Rock, on having such a cool daughter.
And all he has are girls.
Yeah, he's a girl dad.
He's girls. He has
dad.
four girls.
I don't know how many kids.
He has four. He just had another baby with his new wife.
I have no idea.
So I'm just excited to see that. So I'm happy for her. Props. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see when she hits NXT, and then when she hits to the main roster, it's gonna be exciting. I'm just happy for her, and I'm happy for The Rock too. Just digging into that family business. So
Mhm.
good job, Simone, all around. Yeah.
WWE is pretty cool. I didn't start watching it until Ronda Rousey because she was my
Mhm.
favorite UFC fighter, and I was like, okay, Ronda, That's fine. You can go ahead and leave, I guess, if you're gonna be like that. But she pissed me off. She comes up in here all high and mighty, ready to do all her badass shit, and then what, like 2-3 episodes
year later.
in, it was a year. It didn't even feel like a year.
She was in the WWE for a year.
Look, I didn't even know that. I'm like 6 months.
Yeah.
It was a whole year that bitch was in there. I didn't even know it was that long. And she goes and she's like, oh, I'm going to lose. And she's going to throw her pouty little attitude around and then leave. Why? Why be a quitter? You open the door for so many females. Like you're amazing, and you're gonna go out.
She was
like
the baddest woman on the planet.
You're gonna go out like that? That's how you're gonna go out running?
You know, I honestly think she might make a comeback to the UFC, to be honest with you. But I think that her WWE career could possibly be done.
I feel like her ego gets in the way. I feel like she must have a big ego for her to like.
Well, I mean, if you remember when she fought Holly Holmes in that match and how it started off, like Holly was like, hey, what's up? You know, good luck. Ronda was like, fuck you. I ain't touching your gloves. And Ronda got knocked the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, she got an ego. Like, she's cut that shit out. She's a badass. She is.
I mean, she knows she is. She was the baddest woman on the planet. She's dumb. I mean, she put women UFC on the map.
She did. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a trailblazer for these women. You're a trailblazer, and you're gonna get mad because somebody outbeat you? No, dude, that should be your motivation.
No, you want you're not the alpha dog. That's
that
it.
Should be your motivation to get the fuck back up and be like, bitch, this is my seat. Like, I mean,
she tried and she got knocked down again. That's why she went to the WWE.
I just feel like
those 2 losses on her record.
I feel like
that's the reason why she left.
I just feel like she could have. Hey, everybody loves a good comeback. Look at Britney. Bitch came back.
America loves a comeback, yeah.
I love me some Britney. So go ahead.
Britney, bitch.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ronda. Come back whenever you want, girl. I'm ready for you.
Yeah. I am too, because I'm desperate to see her either in the squared circle or in the octagon.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
She's a good actor too. Fun fact.
Oh yeah. I loved her in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, and not just that, in Expendables. She did a damn good job in Expendables.
And another thing, it's still on the table.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
Oh my god.
That's still on the table for her.
I would be so excited if Ronda Rousey played.
And also
however they're gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna be his daughter, if she's gonna be like a niece, or
I say stick with the daughter. I'd say stick with the daughter. Why not? Be Dalton's daughter.
Why not? Yeah.
Just be Dalton's daughter. But here's another little breaking news for you guys. And Ronda's also looking, or should I say, Marvel is looking at Ronda as well to play She-Hulk.
What?
She's on the list. She's on the list
Good
with
job, Marvel.
Angel as well. Angel Corsario from Fast and the Furious.
Okay, the one I like.
Yes, the one that comes on the Mandalorian. Yes.
Okay. I like her. She's really good. Those are my 2 favorite UFC fighters, Ronda and her.
And Angel.
Yeah, she's really, really good. And she's, again, good actress. Fast and Furious.
Oh, I love her in The Mandalorian. She's awesome in The Mandalorian.
I think those are the only 2 she's been in.
So. And then she did
Deadpool, right? Yeah.
She was in Deadpool.
She's really, really good. I was very upset when I found out that who they picked for Wonder Woman. I was like, no, she needs to be Wonder Woman. She just her build, her body. She's a badass. You know what I mean? Like, you think of Wonder Woman and you know that she's a big, Amazonian woman. Like, and then they picked Giselle, whatever her name is, skinny old thing. Honey, you did a great job, but I still feel like Angel would have done a much better job. If they ever do a Xena remake,
that should be perfect.
That's yes, I could.
She would be perfect.
Xena.
Yeah, bring back the Warrior Princess.
Yes, I love Xena.
Give her some royalties right here.
Right here. Toy Story and Xena.
Bring them back.
Yes.
But yeah, I do agree. But yes, Ronda and her are at the top of the list for She-Hulk.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. I'm good with either one of those Disney.
So hopefully there ain't no
Good job.
schedules and conflicts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much about it. That's about to wrap it up for tonight here in the film room. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, we're going to be here next week, same time, same place, same people, same crowd. Well, probably not the same crowd, but we're going to be here next week, 8 p.m. live down here at the Pub Sports Radio, live down in Southtown 101. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am your host, Texas Drew, along with the beautiful Mrs. Amanda Rogan. See y'all next week. We are out.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with funky, yeah.